So, as you can see, it's raining again. Not too heavy at the moment, but by the time I got onto motorways, etc., it was heaving it down, and I turned off the cameras initially. The idea was turn them off, turn them on, various stages through the journey, and when I was on the motorways, you sort of, in reality, you couldn't even see more than 200 metres in front of you. The vehicles ahead were a bit of a haze, and also likewise, any sort of scenery was just a blur of rain and hazy weather. So, yeah, I didn't basically, I didn't put the cameras back on for all that. No point, nothing to see. So, we've had a bit of sunshine, and on a coffee break. 3.5 hours of rain, still soaking wet, but the sun's come out. So I'll put the camera back on. We'll see how it goes from there. So at this point, I'd had about maybe an hour and a half of relatively dry riding. The jacket was drying out, although the t-shirt wasn't. But it was starting to get, as you can see, there's even blue sky breaking through the clouds there, and it's starting to look a bit nicer. From here on in, I don't think we had any more rain. It sort of stopped just before Frankfurt, more or less as I was getting into Frankfurt, it stopped, and then you had little spats of lightish rain every now and again, where you're thinking, oh, is it going to start again? But all in all, it was the day by this point had turned. The sunshine was out. I could even feel a little bit of warmth on my back. So yeah, what's not to like? The landscape that you're riding through is lovely. Admittedly, the type of bike that I'm riding, an adventure bike, it's not, the idea isn't necessarily to be spending your time on the motorway, but I had a target destination that I had to reach for work purposes, and therefore the only way was a motorway. So it's autobahn as well, I believe. So the beauty of that is you can tear it down the motorway at a good rate of knots. I think at one point I was probably doing 110, something like that, and the bike didn't seem too bothered with it. It got me, if I was in overtaking mode, it got me out there into the next lane pretty damn quick. So yeah, I was happy with how the bike performed. Obviously, still got this issue with the transmission fault indicator, It doesn't appear to be anything wrong with the transmission, that's for sure. So that will have to be checked out. But yeah, it was lovely. It was lovely, and I think the only possible issue, because I only put the one camera on, I wasn't 100% convinced with the chin mount one. Although I didn't have any problems with it, I think maybe it was the dramas I'd had the day before just made me think, do you know what, the last thing I want is that thing coming undone and losing the camera down the motorway. So I just stuck with the one that was on there. Plus, it meant that part of the way down, when I was running out of battery on that, I could swap it over with the other camera, or at least the other battery. So yeah, all is good. I'll let you crack on and enjoy some more of the journey. Okay, what about economy though? Motorway riding, generally speaking, probably the most of the economic, because you tend to be going along at a steady old speed. In the UK especially, you would be roughly around the legal speed limit. So generally speaking, I would have said I'd be getting sort of maybe 60 odd to the gallon, which is, I think it was showing at some points up to 30 kilometres per litre, which is nearer to sort of 70 or whatever, I believe, miles per gallon, which was generally good and averaging out in the late 20s. Bearing in mind I was sort of like opening it up a little bit more than you would normally, but you notice the difference when you was hoofing it down at sort of say 100 plus, because it was dropping down to maybe 12 kilometres a litre. So, you know, half of that, so you're probably getting like 25 miles to the gallon at that rate. But then, you know, you twist your throttle, you take your choice, don't you? It's I quite like riding at just a normal pace, enjoying what's around me. But obviously, if you're on sort of country roads and things, it's nice. It's there, you know. There's things to be seeing, and there's things to be wary of. Motorways, everyone's going the same direction, and they're all going pretty fast most of the time, especially down the autobahns. So, yeah, I didn't want to spend too many hours riding, because I had a destination I needed to reach, and you know, so every now and again I'd have a bit of a breather, just a chilled out, relaxed sort of ride for a while, and then step on it a bit and bring up the pace a little. So there we are. You can see from the sky still doesn't really know what to do. Generally speaking, it's a nice enough day. Yeah, what can I say? There's trees, there's hills, there's elements of blue in the sky. Not enough, but hey, you can't have everything. It's only spring after all. Anyway, back to the ride. Okay, I think I'd put the camera back on at this point because I'd come down or crested over a hill and I could see the mountain tops of the Alps in the distance. You know, even the snow on top, so yeah, like white mountain tops. And I was obviously hoping to get some GoPro footage of the same, but I don't think we actually managed to get any, purely because the GoPro's mounted down at handlebar height, and I was, you know, my eyesight was higher, so, and the GoPro does have a tendency to flatten things out. But hey ho, the sun's a lot nicer now. It's a bit warmer. Passed a few more bikes en route. So yeah, good to see some of our two-wheeled brothers out on the road. So there we go. It's blue skies creeping in there nicely. It's still a cold day, all in all, and it generally has been. So, you know, it's just waiting for things down here to warm up a bit more, so we can hit the Alps. B500 is another road that looking to ride, and any other routes that I plan on taking. So if you've got any comments to make regarding which roads to ride down in southern Germany, I'll be pleased to hear them, and I'll make note. So by all means, copy or make a comment in the comments below, and I'll respond, and I'll take note of the areas you think I should be visiting. Yeah, there you go. It's road tyres, unfortunately, as well, so I'm not going to be going off road as of yet. When I get back to the UK in June, I will probably swap the tyres out for some dual sport sort of tyres, so give me a better chance of staying upright if I hit the less than tarmac, which is obviously where we want to go. Okay, why don't you watch for a bit more. So at this point I'd pretty much had about half an hour, I think, left to go. Pulled into these services. My battery was more or less out on the GoPro, so that was the end of the recorded bits of journey for this second day. I was more or less there anyway. So I hope you enjoyed coming along with me for the ride, and hopefully we'll get some more better roads and places in soon. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, and subscribe if it's your first time and you want to catch up on some more, and hit the bell button should you need notification. I'm hoping there's a lot more roads coming up. See you later. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.